Today, I'm going to share with you part 2 of the 3-part relapse prevention education series that any alcohol and drug counselor can do that is highly effective. My name is Bob Tyler, and I help alcohol and drug counselors and rehabs provide their patients the best possible care. So as a reminder, part 1 of the lecture series is the ingredients for recovery, where we put out for the patients, what do people who have success in recovery do to stay sober? And now, you're going to write them all on the board. They'll come up with things like, using sober support or journaling, developing a spiritual program, reading recovery literature, avoiding drinking and using situations and people, things like that. So the second part is in regards to the trigger events. So you may have seen my last post defining the trigger events, which I won't do here, but using the Pavlovian theory is a really good way to make it understandable. And so the question put out to the group in this brainstorming exercise is, what do you think are some common relapse triggers? And so we just fill up the board. We can hint them toward the answers. Is good for problem solving, gets their head, gets them thinking and stuff. And so we fill up the board again. Again, we have somebody from one of the patients who has good handwriting. We'll copy them all down. And then when they're done, we'll make copies of everything that's on the board and distribute it to the patients. And now they have the ingredients for recovery and the triggers list. Once the triggers list is distributed, we then give them about 5 or 10 minutes to identify their top 6 or 8 triggers. So again, now they have a list of ingredients for recovery, and now they have a master list of triggers and those that they've identified that would be their top triggers. So the triggers that they might identify could be, people that they used to use with, or a place that they were when they used, or a place where they scored. It could be cash. It could be any kind of paraphernalia. It could be the time of day, month, or year. It could be a celebration. It could be anywhere where drugs and alcohol are. So those would be just some examples. So make sure to follow me or subscribe to me so that you can see the rest of our short counselor skill videos. And next, I'll be giving you part 3 of the lecture series. So stay tuned.